Ubisoft really cannot stop taking L's right now. So as we all know, Ubisoft's name is kind of being dragged through the mud over these last few years, with big massive games absolutely failing, their company stock price taking a massive hit, and to be completely honest, a very underwhelming Siege X update. Well, I think that the pettiness and greed has just reached a new all-time high, because as you guys may or may not know, over the last week there has been limited time drops available over on Twitch. Now, as you guys can see, there has been 5 days of drops available, and the main thing that everyone was looking forward to was on day 5 in the finale of this esports event, where they were giving away a free elite skin. Now, you may or may not have seen this image across social media. I know a lot of different content creators out there have been sharing around this image, claiming that you can get free elite skins just for watching 4 hours of this Twitch stream. However, it would be this drop specifically that's caused a little bit of controversy in the Siege space right now, and it's kind of stirred up the community because it's something so small that really should not be a problem to begin with. Now, if we go ahead and look at the original tweet that this image was linked to, there is one small detail that you may or may not notice. Can you see it? In the brackets there, it says that these drops are going to be limited quantity and to be fast. Now, to be completely honest, that is very, very vague. What do they mean by this? Which ones are limited quantity? Is it all of them? Is it some of them? How many do we have? Is there 50,000 or is there 5,000? You know what I mean? How many drops are available? Well, it turns out not many, because a lot of the people who sat there watching this stream for multiple hours have actually struggled to get a lot of their rewards, and they feel like they wasted their time trying to claim them at all. Especially on day number 5, where a lot of people tuned in for 4 hours to get that elite skin. At the end of the stream, they were greeted by the fact that all of the elite skin bundles had already been claim. Now, that fact alone would probably annoy me quite a lot, sitting there for 4 hours and at the end of it not even getting what you were promised. But the situation here actually gets worse, and this is what actually prompted me to make this video. So there was a segment in Koros's video on this subject where he said that people were starting to reach out to Ubisoft support to kind of ask why they didn't get it or why they weren't getting the drops during the week, and they were actually giving out false information saying that they needed to subscribe to the Twitch account. So as it is coming from a pretty official source, some people did actually end up subscribing and giving up money to try and get some of these drops. Now, I don't know about you guys, but this is like really scraping the bottom of the barrel for a big massive company like Ubisoft. Why are you even capping these drops in the first place? Like, I think it should be fair enough to give every single person who sits there for the longest of hours. By the way, for example, on day 1 you had to watch 6.5 hours for this Echo uniform, which doesn't even look that good or that different. I mean, the Nomad Elite skin itself, one, is very old. It's not like it's one of the newer elite skins in the game. It's literally been out for years, and in my opinion, it's one of the worst elites in the game. They literally chose one of the worst ones to give away in the first place. I'm sure a lot of people who were going out of their way to get this elite skin probably would never end up using it, or only use certain parts or elements of it, like the MVP animation. To be completely honest, if I sat there for a combined time of 22.5 hours to try and claim every single one of these drops and only got a handful by the end of it, I would genuinely feel scammed, and that is how a lot of people are feeling right now. Now, this comes after an already quite long list of controversies within the Siege space. I know a lot of people have been kind of hit or miss on like the memento skins in the game, kind of forcing people to buy as many packs as possible to even get the chance of getting the good skin at the end that they advertise. Adding new bundles like the Paragon Elite, which is like £40 in the UK, like $50 in the US, I believe, is absolutely insanity. And now we have this whole situation with the elite skin, all while the base game itself is being overrun with cheaters. There's exploits every other week, and a lot of people are finding the game just unplayable at the moment. So to anyone who did try and claim this elite skin, how do you feel? Do you feel scammed? Do you feel like Ubisoft should compensate people for this and just give it to everyone who tried claiming it? Or is the community overreacting because we should have known that it was limited quantity in the first place?